Hello, I'm Shura, I think, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Shura. Hello.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm good. I wanted to say hello to that, but then I wanted to say hello to you at the same time.
Hello to all the folks watching. Hello to you.
And there's another little guy there as well who I want to say hello to. Sorry, I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Don't be sorry. It's a great start. How are you doing today?
I'm good. It's nice to finally be able to see a tiny bit of Toronto. Because when we came in, it was foggy as fuck, let's be honest.
I just have to kick things off by saying congrats on the release of Nothing's Real.
Thank you.
Does it feel a little bit unreal that you've unleashed it with everybody?
Yeah, no, it definitely feels bizarre. Just because it was something that I had finished kind of 6 months prior to it actually coming out, so it's really strange just sort of like waiting for it to go out, because you're like, why can't I just go out? But there's like so many things that
all
have
the
to
logistics
happen.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, of course, and I understand that, but you are just like, come on, hurry up time.
You wrote the album. There are a lot of really cool VHS tapes used in the background, and I love that. So it was like kind of rediscovering a lot of stuff from when you were younger.
Well, I think my dad is a documentary filmmaker, so I kind of always grew up with him kind of filming stuff, and even as kids we sort of used to really enjoy that and kind of be really, what he used to do is sometimes just set up a camera and hook it up to the television so that it wouldn't even be recording, but we could just see ourselves on a TV, and it would really trip us out. That whole because we didn't understand.
My sister used to do that all the time.
Yeah. And it was really nice to kind of go through everything and sort of digitize it. And then it wasn't until actually I'd sort of spent kind of a week or two just looking through it that I had that thought to kind of put it into my record. So yeah, it wasn't like I set out at the very beginning and went, this is something that I want to do. It was something that happened kind of very naturally after kind of 2 weeks of like nostalgia vibes after having watched Interstellar, which sort of fucked me up a bit. Yeah.
Even the opening track uses something your dad said. He says, "Where are you, Shura?" So out of all of the things that you went through, why did that resonate with you the most to kind of make it the hello, this is my album, the opener of the whole record?
Yeah. Well, I think like it's my first ever record. It's sort of an introduction of me to the world, and it was for the kind of, I guess, the intro to the album as well. And it just sort of felt right. And at the very end he says, "There she is," and it sort of suddenly explodes into this weird disco song about a panic attack that sounds like it could have been made in kind of the 1980s, which I kind of really enjoyed that kind of juxtaposition. But yeah, and just because I know what that sample is from, it's from me being in a zoo and trying to feed an elephant and not being tall enough, like, and all these other kids sort of just being like feeding it apples, and my dad's like, "Where are you?" And so there's that bit inside that for me is really funny. What is that?
Someone's rolling something down.
Some guy's like rolling some stuff down. It's quite a cool sample. I wish I was sampling it right now. I could put that in album too.
You could.
I'm just
Maybe
gonna watch it happen. It's a big pot. It's a big plastic pot.
Looks like a generator.
There's a those things, what they called levels, like spirit levels, so that when you're putting up shelves or pictures, you can make sure that it's straight. So it was a giant white bucket with an enormous spirit level. Why it's being rolled around
we don't know.
The edge of where the sea meets the earth, I'm not sure, but maybe they're just checking that the ocean's level. I don't know.
We don't know that, but we do know it would have made a really good sample.
Yeah. Well, we've kind of got it. Maybe
we could have picked
should have just followed it with these mics. Just like, bye guys. Yeah. Sorry. Focus.
Well, you're a very firm believer that pop should be weird. It should be a little bit odd. So to you, being a creator of really good, little bit odd, quirky pop songs, to you, what makes a good pop track?
What do I know? What makes a good pop track? I don't really. I guess I'm just trying to do one. There is no sort of. I think there are no rules with pop, and I think pop, brilliant pop's always been kind of weird. If you think back to, I don't know, Bowie, like Grace Jones, like Madonna, like she was weird, like, so weirdness I don't think is even necessarily that unusual in pop music, but I guess it's something that has to resonate with people and people that can feel they can sing along to. That's sort of, I guess, the most important thing, is that people listen to it and go like, oh, that's something that I went through, or my friend went through, or and I can sing along to it. Like, I think that's a big important part of it.
Seeing that we both embrace the weird, what would you say are some of the weirder qualities about yourself that your fans might not know?
I feel like I'm very open about my weirdness with fans, and I think like you only need to spend sort of like 15 minutes on my Twitter to sort of gather that. So I don't think there's anything necessarily that I can say that will blow people's minds. Like, I unfortunately lay it all on the table to begin with. Maybe the surprise is that actually sometimes I can be quite normal. Maybe that, yeah. Like, just sit around and have a tea. Just be quiet. Yeah.
Hang out with your cats.
Yeah, hang out with my cats. Yeah. I miss them. Yeah.
Well, you're a self-coined crazy cat lady, so you have to tell me a little bit about Winnie and Flump.
Winnie and Flump are twins. I mean, I'm sure they came as part of a bigger batch, but they were the only two left when we got to them. And I was only supposed to get one cat. But for whatever reason, I think because I'm a twin and we're fraternal twins, I have a brother, I felt that if I bought the boy, then I would be abandoning myself. And then if I bought the girl, I would be abandoning Nick.
Your brother, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, crap, I've just got to get them both. So I went from 0 to 2 cats in kind of 24 hours, which is kind of wonderful, but also just a very bizarre experience, suddenly being responsible for these two kind of living creatures. And I think it sort of gave me like a massive anxiety, because you could literally just tread on them so easily without even realizing. Like, I would walk down the stairs at night and nearly step on Winnie about 5 times. Like, it was pretty treacherous.
I know, other than loving your 2 cats, you also love video games.
I do.
You do. So to you, what is the ultimate video game, one that you could just put on and play for hours?
I mean, my favourite video game series is probably Mass Effect, because I really am into kind of science fiction, and it's third person, which I really like. I'm not really into first person kind of video games. I really love watching them. I'm not into playing them. But generally open world games, so anything where you can just explore, like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption, and where you don't have to do the mission. You can just sort of meander along in your own time in some sort of cool universe.
Let's wrap everything up today. Is there anything you want to leave with all the Shura fans out there who will be viewing the interview?
I'm really sorry for having a fog brain. Pretty much, and to you.
And that's pretty much it. Well, I just want to say thank you for your time.
No worries. Pleasure. Sorry that it was so crazy.
Once again, do not apologize. It was fun. I appreciate it.
No worries. I was going to say cheers and then do that, but I think that would probably sound horrible.
Ooh,
how's
we made
that?
it work.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Do I give this back to you? Do I give it to you? What happens with the microphone? Do I eat it? Bye, guys.